Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Here at Transwest, we basically have three different options in terms of the new trucks we have on the market. We still have a few 23s sitting around. In addition to that, we have the 24s that are basically identical to the 23s. And finally, we have the Plus model, which is one we're going to take a look at today. Before we get started, there's one common question I seem to be getting more and more all the time, and that is, do I need a CDL to drive one of these trucks? The answer to that is it depends on how you're using it. If you're using it for a horse trailer or for a fifth wheel something recreational, no, you don't. If you're using it on a commercial basis, such as hot shotters, things like that, basically using the truck to make money, the answer is yes. At that time, you do need a CDL. Now, when we put together the Plus model and the original designs, the main goal, as always, is to improve safety. So the biggest advantage this truck has over the regular Summit haulers is the safety. This comes with the Daimler safety package. So this is a 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Summit Hauler Plus. Now, as we take a look at it from the side, and I realize people that are watching this video and maybe in the market either have a pickup or thinking about purchasing a pickup again. So let's talk about some of those advantages on why you should pick Freightliner. From the side, the biggest advantage is obvious, and that is the size of it. If you look at the mass, this truck weighs just under 14,000 pounds. Compare that to a pickup truck that's generally 7,500 to 8,000 pounds. So if we are in an accident, the chances of walking away are substantially higher in the Freightliner. Another big advantage that Freightliner offers over any brand of pickup is when it comes to service. For example, Transwest is an elite service dealership. Now, we had to pass several tests and jump through several hoops to get there, but that's something that we've accomplished, and there's several of those throughout the country. So when you show up with your truck, if you have an appointment, an example of the advantages of it, within 20 minutes, you're going to be notified as to what's going on. In addition to that, we have our own porters that assist in terms of if you need to stay, taking you to a hotel, that type of thing, while your truck is getting serviced. So the service part of it is a big advantage on why choose Freightliner. Now, as you can see, this truck comes with two storage compartments on each side. There is a smaller one in back, and as we open the door to the front one, we see it's Dimond Plated. In addition, it comes with a hookup for an air hose. Now, that's an item you can use to inflate tires. You can also use it to keep the cab of the truck clean. Simply blow all the dust and dirt out when you're done using it for the day. Trickle charger located here. If we want to leave lights on at night, all you need to do is get close to a 110 outlet. That will assist the batteries in maintaining power. Under here is one of two 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. As the truck is sitting in rest, such as now, that fuel balances itself out. When you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Beside it is the DEF tank, which holds up to 6 gallons. Block heater located here. People that live in cold climates can simply plug their truck in using that. As we come around and take a look directly in front of the truck, and we'll start at the ground and work our way up. Parking sensors here. tow hooks located there. As we come on up, aftermarket grill, designed by the C9 company. Above that, as we focus in on the hood, that is made of compressed fiberglass. If we're comparing it to a pickup, especially the ones made out of aluminum, a hailstorm comes through, you can't even tell anything had happened to the hoods of the Freightliners. But the same storm will simply demolish a pickup truck. Above that, the windshield, 2,500 square inches of glass. That, coupled with the fact that we are already above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. And finally, a row of orange lights running across the top. Next, we'll take a look under the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. You'll notice how there's different colors under here. Where we see the red, we're going to leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, such as here and directly across, those are things we can check in pre-trip inspections. A couple of other things: fuel water separator located here. Now, if we do leave lights on and come out and the batteries are dead, we can actually jump start the vehicle right there. The batteries are located underneath the back seat. Next, we'll focus in on the tires. It comes with Michelin 255/80 R22.5. A unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion is right here. Those drums, those are tire balancers. So those comes with BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. It makes for a more comfortable ride, and it extends tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5N23162. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seats are air ride, with those adjustments made right here. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seats. The seats can either be heated or vented by using this button here. This adjusts the steering wheel. It comes with a kill switch located here. So when you're done driving for the day, it's a good practice to shut that off. You know, whoever buys this truck probably isn't going to use it for a daily driver. It may be a month or two in between trips. So by shutting that kill switch off will help prolong the life of the batteries. Now, when you go to start your truck, turn that key about halfway. Let those gauges go all the way over and back. Basically, it's resetting itself. And then go ahead and start the truck. Now we'll move to the back seat. The back seat can be made down into a bed simply by pushing a button. I have checked with the DOT, that does qualify as a bed. In addition, if you're on one of your long journeys and simply need to pull over and take a nap for a couple hours, That sure makes life comfortable being able to do that. Now we'll focus on the bed of the truck. 4-inch rails running along each side. As you can see, it's diamond plated. Now as we work from the front back, we see that the backup camera is located right there. As we come down, we see 2 holes already pre-drilled. If you are in need of more storage, we can have a box shipped directly to your location. Or with enough notice, we can have it ready to go when you take delivery. As we come on back, we notice a trough is cut out of the bed of the truck. That is so we don't damage it up back here. Multiple trade-ins have come in with this all beat up. So by cutting this trough out, eliminates that. It's all ready for a gooseneck ball as it sits. A high percentage of my customers purchase the Hensley hitch. Now that is a hitch that is on airbags, basically making it air suspension. So that's a couple of advantages to that. One, you don't feel every bump as you're going down the road. Plus it will actually prolong the life of the trailer because you really don't have metal clinging on metal. You're basically riding on air. As we focus in on the hitch for the bumper pull, this is a big upgrade that was made for the 24s. A tougher hitch that can hold more weight. That can do 30,000 pounds. The previous one was 20. So as you can see, that's a big upgrade that the Plus offers. You can hook up the lights for the bumper pull right here. This is for the Voyager system. That's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you want to put more cameras on, examples would be, I've had customers put them in the horse trailers themselves. You can simply plug those additional cameras in right there and utilize the same screen that the backup camera uses. Now as we take a look at it from this side, obviously this truck isn't balanced. There's a lot more weight on the front end than the rear. So what the Summit Hauler conversion counters that with is extra weight over the rear axle. There's actually a 700 to 800 pound block back there. So by putting extra weight there, that does a couple of things. If you're driving the truck without a trailer, for example, and hit rain, it helps prevent hydroplaning. In addition to that, it helps with mud in terms of traction and your ability to maneuver in a muddy situation. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. It's 5 years, unlimited miles on the transmission. And the conversion itself is 3 years, 36,000 miles. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, same setup on the seat as the driver's side with adjustments made right here. One difference that the Plus offers over the other Summit haulers is accessibility to the fuses. That is located under here. Previously they were behind the back seat, kind of hard to get to, so they were moved. So all you need to do is pop that off and allows us to get to the fuses. As we migrate back to the back seat, the biggest thing we can tell from this view is just how much room and space is available. Again, we're comparing this truck to pickups, so the amount of space simply isn't close. That, coupled with the fact that the Summit Hauler conversion has the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today, really makes those long trips feel like nothing. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. The first thing we're going to do is take a look directly in front. This simply confirms what we were talking about on the outside. See how we're taller and we're above traffic, plus the size of the windshield. So not only can we tell what's coming on in front of us, but we can take a look at what's coming along the sides as well. Backup camera located right here. Beside that is an air horn. Now on the Plus models, the cruise control is on the steering wheel right here. One service we'll provide is hook up your Bluetooth before you leave. So if you get a phone call, you can use the steering wheel to answer it. On this side gives us options in terms of what we want to see on the screen. So we can go ahead and press the arrows to notify us what's going on underneath the hood when we're in our travels. Now it's an automatic transmission, and you can simply adjust things using this on the column. Release the brake, D for drive, R for reverse, and we're ready to go. The engine brake has also been moved, so that is right here as well. So when we pull this down, there's 3 levels, high, medium, and low, for the engine brake. So let's compare an engine brake to an exhaust brake. The exhaust brake is exactly that. It's on the pickups. It limits the exhaust, consequently slowing the truck down. This is a true engine brake. So if we're coming down a sharp decline, towing a rather heavy load, and we have that engine brake on, that's going to slow everything down because you actually have 350 horses coming back at you. Consequently, things are safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. Now, as mentioned, it comes with the Daimler safety package, and here's what's involved in that. Automatic brake assist located here. Lane departure warning located right here. This is traction control. This is the override button. So that's one more than likely we're never going to use. If there's an extreme situation and the truck just basically starts shutting itself down, by pushing that you can go 5 to 10 miles an hour, which will allow you to at least get the truck off the road to a safe place until help arrives. This is the dome light, footwell light, the pre-trip inspection light, so you can press that. All the lights on the outside light up, so you can make sure everything is working properly before you leave on your journey. If your trailer does come equipped with air lines, right here is the truck does as well. So the lines are already in there. So all we need to do is install your glad hands wherever you want them, and you're ready to go. Red arc trailer brake adjuster located here. This dial is for the stereo. This is rear air conditioning. So if you turn that to blue, that's cold air blowing in to the back of the cab. Conversely, you can press it to red for hot air to blow back there as well. Stinger radio system located here. Climate control runs right across here. Cup holders here. And as we open up the console, more than adequate storage room located there. So as we review, this is a 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Plus. If you have any other questions, please give me a call at 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.